Good morning. It is 7:45. I've already done my breakfast catering and I did one Meijer store for the chips. I'm on my way to do another one. And then I have two more to do after that for today. And then I have two more left for the week that I think I'm going to do on Friday. So this has been kind of a cluster. First of all, sorry that I have been such out of action and MIA. I've had a lot going on outside of work that has taken up a tremendous amount of my time. So I do apologize because unfortunately this just went to the bottom of my priority list. I have made videos. I just don't get around to posting them, and then I always feel like it's old news. But then I delete those videos, and then I'm like, did I tell them this yet? Did I not tell them this? Because I have told you in other videos, I just haven't posted them. So let's get a little caught up. The chip order. I don't know if I told you guys it was a cluster. I was supposed to get the chips last Thursday, and then I was going to do a chunk of them Friday and Saturday. I didn't get them until Thursday, and I was busy Thursday. I was supposed to get them Wednesday. I'm sorry. I didn't get them till Thursday. And I didn't get home until late, so by the time I cooked and cleaned up and got around to sorting them, I realized she didn't give me the invoices. So she wants to give them to me on the days that I tell her I'm going to do them so that the invoice date is correct. And I understand that. However, when I did it for the app last time, they were 2 weeks past due. So, and she gave me all the rest of them today with yesterday's date on them. So I don't understand. But anyways, so I couldn't do them on Saturday like I wanted to do a chunk of them for where we go up on Saturdays. And that kind of threw a wrench in. I am so on a schedule that I am not the most spontaneous person. If my husband came home and said, pack your bags, we're going to Vegas in 2 hours, I would freak out. I would want to go, but I would be like, we haven't made plans for our son. We haven't made plans for the cats. I haven't grocery shopped. I haven't packed. All these things. I'm not a fly by the seat of your pants. I have to have a plan. So when I have a plan and it doesn't go the way that I planned it, I go a little crazy. So I was trying to figure out how to get these all done. And then she told me on Monday that she needed them done by Friday. So I did two yesterday. I did a catering order in the morning, and then I went out. If anybody knows the area, my catering was in Deerfield, and then I had to go to Round Lake Beach, which is a haul, which is by Great America. I actually got off of the exit for Great America. And then I was going back to Rolling Meadows, and I couldn't get in. There was no one there. You have to ring a bell to get into receiving. No one was there. So, and this is the worst part. I stopped, I left the store, I went to go do my afternoon catering, and because I got there early, I wasn't thinking, it was ready, so I took it, and I wanted to get back to this store before lunch because I knew at lunch they were going to be gone and I wouldn't be able to get this done. So I went, I was delivering to a hospital. There's obviously no reception for me to complete an order. So as I was leaving, I'm trying to think, okay, let me get the quickest route to get there. I'll run in, I'll be done, I could do lunch. All these things are going through my head. I forgot to complete my order. So I am now at 99% instead of 100, and it kills me. It's not, at least I hope it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I know I'll still get orders. The good thing is, Michael and I flipped. He's now 100, and I'm 99. So at least one of us will get good orders. I still think I'll get good orders. I mean, I have the large vehicle. I have all the tags. I have all the bags. I have everything. I don't think it should be that big of a deal, but you never know. Because everything is so, everybody's elite. It's so oversaturated now. I know the first week was amazing. I wish it could always be like that. Amazing. But that was 3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks now worth of other people making elite is a lot, So I will be thankful and take what I can get. I'm really hoping that I can still get at least a lunch and then either a breakfast or a later lunch or something, or dinner. Just because I would like to get this back up to 100 as quickly as possible. So I was mad yesterday. Yesterday I was ready to quit this whole chip thing, and I still might, but not because of that. Yesterday was because of that, because I was so frustrated that I let a stupid chip order like outrank a Dlivrd catering order that I wasn't in my right mind going through 100%. But that's neither here nor there. Back to the chips. So I am doing, thank you Jesus for sending me this order this morning that literally was 2 miles from the southern stores that I have to do. So I'm knocking 4 of them out now before I have to go and do my afternoon, like my lunch delivery, which is really good. Then I have a dinner in the city. It is, I think, a 4 or 4:15 pickup and a 4:45 drop. I think it's a 4:15 because I know it's a 4:45 drop and it's like half a mile away. My only concern is the price of the building doesn't factor in except for this one reason. It is a $1.5 million condo in Lincoln Park. And the instructions were to text when I was leaving because it's only half a mile away. Call when I get there so he can give me the code to the door. And it's on the top floor, which is the 3rd floor. So I have $600 worth of food. However, it is 109 items. I don't know. I've never been to this restaurant. I don't know how much food that's actually going to be. But I have to walk it up 3 flights of stairs, and that's my only concern. Unless there's an elevator. That's why I said the price. I can't imagine somebody... I'll just turn here. I can't imagine somebody buying a condo for that much money and having to walk up 3 flights of stairs with groceries and everything else. So I'm hoping... I'll call them later, but I'm hoping that there is. And the top floor has a rooftop deck, so that's why I think he mentioned that it was a top floor. So it's probably 4 flights of stairs, but it is what it is. So I'm pulling into this Meijer. I'm gonna, if I can, I'm kind of on a time crunch because I need to get all of these done in 2 hours and to my catering. So if I can, I'll take a little video just to show you how easy this is and why I want to give it up, but I'm just not certain if I want to give it up because it is so easy. So I'm pulling in. It's 7:55 right now. We'll see how long it takes before I can get this done. Okay, that took way longer than it should have because their system was down and it was just not good. And I didn't take any pictures because I didn't get the correct boxes to put the chips in, so it wasn't a pretty display. So I didn't want to say anything or like show you anything that wasn't good. If you guys are in the car, if you go to the dollar store, there's these washcloths. They are huge. They're like huge. I always bought them like for the kids when they were playing baseball and softball and whatever. So I always had something to clean them with, or ourselves when we were like gonna eat. But there is like no residue on your hands. They are perfect. I love them. And because I touch so much stuff throughout the day, I'm constantly using them. So I think there's like 20 of them in there or something for $1. Well, $1.25, but still, they're the best things ever. So now I am 22 minutes from my 3rd one, and what's taking me longer this time is because she gave me the display boxes because I told her last time that a bunch of them were missing. So I have to get those and clean up all the shelving and everything. So it's taking me a little bit longer. These should, literally the box, like I said, is this big, and it should take me 5 minutes to do. So after this round, I have to have her order a couple more because there was still some missing. But this should take like 10 minutes. The longest thing is driving. And that's why I'm in such, I don't know what to do if I want to give it up or not, because the mileage is just getting me. I wanted these 2 stores definitely to be together, Rockford and Mechesney Park, because they're so far. And I only got Rockford, so I'm going to assume the next route is going to have Mechesney Park. And it doesn't make sense. So, and I know it could be done because when she was using the app, I'm assuming she waited until she can get a route and then paid for that instead of because there she had to pay mileage. So I don't know. I have to really think. I'm going to do one more the next round just to see if there was kinks in this one, because it was the first time that I had the order shipped to me and we weren't sure about, the invoices and everything. So I might do it one more time and see if it's worth it. I mean, I'm making, I forget how much, 110, I think, on it today for 4 orders or 4 stores. But I lucked out today because, like I said, my drop-off put me right 2 miles away from my first stop, and then I just routed it around, and then I just have to go across to go to my lunch catering. So we'll see about that. But how have you guys been? Any major news? Any good things? Is everybody now getting orders on Dlivrd at 101? I think that got fixed because I've been getting them. My husband's been getting them. Like I said earlier, they're not as great as they were when this first started at the first of the month. However, there's always going to be new emeralds or new elites added because it's so easy to get to it. So I really do believe that 100 deliveries needs to be pushed up. People can take, I mean, if you're just signing up right now, you could take a breakfast, a lunch, a late lunch, and a dinner. Some form of those combinations to get 2 to 4 orders a day. So let's say you get 3. We'll go in the middle and say 3. 3 Monday through Friday. That's 15 orders a week. So that means what? 15 and 15 is 30. That's 60. That's less than 2 months. And you're going to be elite. I was 2 years into this and still wasn't elite until this turned around. So I do believe, and you know that the $20 orders are very plentiful. So you know that there's enough for them to take. And that's why I really believe it needs to be at least double. I still think it needs to be more than that, but at least double for you to be elite. Elite should be the best of the best, not somebody who's only been doing this for a month and a half, potentially, and makes elite. But that's just me. Take it for what it is. I'm not being disrespectful to anybody that if my thing went into effect, it wouldn't be elite anymore. I don't know. Why have a tier system then if everyone's going to make it to elite? And I don't know. I know that they do things with good intentions, and I know that they know when they do it that there are tweaks that need to be made. So I'm very confident that they will be made, and hopefully it makes things better for those who do stay elite to where they can get more offers. So I can't complain. I mean, I'm getting decent orders, like I'm getting good orders. If that's going to change today at 1 o'clock because I'm only a 99 and not 100, that I don't know. But I can see it going down and down and down the more time that it has for people to get to that 100 and become elite. So other than that, school is starting soon. Hallelujah. Ours starts the 13th. So, you know, the teachers have to go back a week before that. And then the college kids would either go, I would assume, that week or the week after in order to set up their dorms and stuff. And then summer slowdown should be no more. Because these food apps are horrible. Shopping is horrible. I can't, if it wasn't for all these other little things and Walmart, I would not make my goal every day. Because, I mean, catering can only do so much. And I can't get orders on anything else. They're just ridiculous. And it doesn't help that what I want to turn it on, with the exception of like breakfast, would be lunch. And if I'm not signed on something before 11 o'clock, you're not going to get anything, at least in my area, because there's so much oversaturation in that as well, that people don't do catering and they do strictly DoorDash, Uber, whatever, and they're on it all day. So they're going to get the first pick of the good orders, rightfully so, but I can't get anything. So I try for shopping and Walmart, and I can't get an Amazon Fresh or Whole Foods to save my life anymore. I used to be able to get those all the time. So I'm hoping and praying that 3 more weeks tops we should have for all of this summer slowdown stuff. Look, there's like cars in the parking lots of the schools again now because people are getting ready. I can't wait. I can't wait, but I can wait because our son is a senior and it's very sad that he is growing up or has grown up so quickly. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I need to make some phone calls. I feel like I never have a moment to just sit. I did yesterday. Yesterday I really was not feeling well. I had a migraine like I haven't had in a long time. So after lunch, I went home. And nobody was home for hours, which is generally my, oh my gosh, I live for that so that I can do the floors or do lawn, like, and not be disturbed with anything. And I did nothing but sit on the couch. That was it. That was it. So I have this thing I'm trying to do, which I have failed tremendously. At the beginning of the year, there's this 365-day Bible where it gives you so many chapters a day, and then by the end of the year, you've read the whole Bible. I'm in March. So I tried to do that, and I just couldn't. I ended up playing slot games on my iPad just to, like, not have my mind think about anything and hopefully just relax, and it didn't. But nothing in me dawned to take some ibuprofen at all. Now, if my husband was home or Anthony was home or somebody was, that'd be the first thing. I'd get up. I didn't think about it for me. My husband came home and gave me some, and within 30 minutes, it was gone. So I did all of that suffering for nothing. But we need a vacation bad. When? I don't know, but we need one soon, or at least like a long weekend or something. So, but it's like life just happens every day, and every day there's a new something that's popped up that you have to take care of. So anyway, I hope everybody is doing well and making a lot of money, and I hope you guys are all making all this catering, because I know everybody generally that watches me does catering. So if you're getting more on one app, everybody knows my favorite of anything is Dlivrd. And do you like Dlivrd that better? Do you like Zifty better? Do you not cater? Do you like, what is it that you guys all love and don't love? If you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe. I promise I will get into the routine again. I was doing really well with posting every single day and trying to go live. When I want to go live is when you guys are all going to do catering orders. So it just doesn't make sense for me to go live. So I'm going to have to do it at night one day, but then that means I have to do these apps, and I hate doing dinner. Hate it. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will get this posted, because I'm hoping to get to my catering a little bit early so I can hopefully get this uploaded while I'm waiting for that. So have a good one, and we'll chat later.